Well, I don't do this very often. I don't like being real negative or anything like that. But I think this needs to be, it really needs to be said. Sometimes, you know, you think your friends are really looking out for you and stuff like that, and sometimes it just ain't right. It isn't loose. Well, you guys know Sean keeping it Dutch. With it getting warmer outside, you're changing seasons, the grass is getting green, the leaves are getting on the trees, the garden's getting planted, you got all these different things. But one thing on our homestead is probably different than a lot of homesteads is I got to get the pool open. Well, me and this pool, it's a love-hate relationship. It's probably closer more on the hate relationship, and I shouldn't have hate in my heart, but sometimes I do for this daggum pool. And yeah, so last year I fought with the liner on this pool. I had a hole in the bottom of it, and you know, I just kept on putting some of that Flex Seal stuff in there, and it just, I get the stuff all over me. It was just a really pain in the rear. But finally the liner gave up, and I said, all right, you gotta get a new liner. And that's kind of where we're at now. So it's pretty rough looking. So I got the pool guys, they're gonna come and bring a liner in for me, but they said, hey, we could probably work on the price a little bit if you get the old liner out. So that's what I'm gonna do today. We'll get this old liner out of here, kind of finish pumping some of this water out. Yesterday I started pumping some of that water. I'll show you that video right now. I'll show you what I found in here. If you guys don't like reptiles that crawl on their bellies and eating other little animals, you might not want to watch this part because it's pretty clear. All right, I'll show you. Poor guy. You just want to go for a swim. That ain't good. It's a big bite. All right, he gone. I don't know if Toad will make it or not. All right, that was kind of crazy. So anyways, I got to finish getting this water out of here, and I'll see that reptile is still in the pool. I saw it earlier this morning, but it's down in the abyss down there, so we might have another encounter. Okay, while the pool is draining, we're gonna go out and check the livestock, see how everything's faring. Come on, Wilson. We do have some pretty good storms that be coming in this evening. We had some rain the other day, which it got really dry here, and just hot and dry. But finally the weather kind of turned and we started getting some moisture, and so grass is really gonna start growing and stuff. So yeah, some of these places around here really kind of hurting a little bit early. It's kind of unseasonably dry. But let's go out here and go see what's going on in the farm. How are you, buddy? You taking care of stuff? Oh, are you taking care? Yeah. Yo, good puppy dog. Wilson, wildcat. Okay, so yesterday I got out here and started on the planters. I planted some onions. It's a crazy kind of year. I planted my corn before I planted my onions. That probably has never happened before. But we got these planted over here, and I got some lettuce and stuff planted, and those onions over there are from last year. I just kind of left them, we're just kind of They're an experimental onion, but I'm always experimenting out here. All right, so we've recently moved the pigs over here out of the garden over to this just adjacent to the garden, and they have this tore up pretty good. They know how to work it. Y'all hungry? Huh? Say yep. Watch out. Quit chewing on my tripod. Quit it. Lucy? You know better than that. Quit. Quit playing. Well, I don't do this very often. I don't like being real negative or anything like that. But I think this needs to be, it really needs to be said. Sometimes, you know, you think your friends are really looking out for you and stuff like that, and sometimes it just ain't right. It isn't loose. Well, you guys know Sean keeping it Dutch. Well, this is what I got these two pigs from Sean from Dutch, and I went into the you know, the pretense that, hey, I'm gonna get two female hogs. Okay, I want two gilts, and yeah, I went over there. You guys saw the video. Me and Philip going picking these things up, stuff like that. And, well, the other day, you know, I had trouble with the hogs out there in the garden, and they were getting out. And I had Katie out there with me. This happened several times. You know, I had Katie with me. I'd live with me, with Philip, whatever. They were getting out and stuff. Well, Katie's with me, and she said, "Hey, something's wrong with that pig." We got Lucy, we got Ethel, yeah, and said, something wrong with Ethel. So what? I said, Ethel's peeing out of her stomach. And then I realized Ethel ain't Ethel, Ethel's Ethan. And I talked to Sean about this. I said, hey, you sold me a boy hog. I wanted a female. He said, no, that wasn't it, Derek. I said, you get out there and pick the ones that you want out. So I don't know. I'm not I'm not upset with Sean. I'm more upset with myself. You know, and you know, being YouTube or stuff like that, you get your animals out here and you kind of want to name them and stuff like that. And we named Lucy because she's kind of a red colored hog. Katie likes I Love Lucy, and so then you got a white one over here, and so I named it Ethel. Well, Ethel's always been cranky, always biting and snorting and stuff like that. Well, I come to realize that he just didn't like the name we called Ethel. Okay, so sorry. I still gonna call him Ethel. Sorry, Ethel, because I can't change his name. Just the way it is, isn't it? Yeah. No, that was funny. I was telling Sean about that. You got a kick out of it. He said, "No, you went out there and you picked them out. Which ones you want?" So yeah, it's all my fault. But I kind of feel bad. You know, I'm homesteader thinking that that's a daggum female hog this whole time, and him being a male. That's the way it goes. All right. Well, the pool is still draining, so I'm gonna have to wait on that. And because I have a swimming pool, I get to drive older vehicles like this because the swimming pool will drain the old pocketbook. No, I've just never been big on buying new vehicles. and just because it costs a lot of money. But I like buying used vehicles, but then with buying used vehicles, you get to work on them. So this is an old 2000 Chevy truck, just plain Jane. It's got it's a 5-speed. You guys probably remember when Livy was learning to drive, I made her drive this. Really, it made her fall in love with driving. But no, she doesn't like to drive this truck at all. But anyways, my ball joints are wore out on this. I did the other side a while back, and I'm kind of doing it in stages. Some of you guys might know on the factory ball joints, they are riveted on, and they are a pain in the caboose to work on. So I'm going to get over here and get started on this while I'm waiting for the old pull to drain. So I've got upper and lower ball joints, and then the tie rod end I'm going to replace. Let's get started. All right, there's my upper ball joint. My lower's gonna be on this back side. Then I take the caliper off, get it out of the way. All right, so I've got this joint I've got to separate with this called an old pickle fork. So we'll separate that one. I got my tie rod over on this side, I'll separate, and then my lower down there. It's a lot of banging and stuff, so bear with me. Try not to hit my, I'm trying not to hit my hand. Come on, guy. Release. Hey, we got movement right there. So this right here is a boot that's not booting very good. Alright, so I got that released. Now I gotta get this one over here. Hey! Got her. We got her. Thanks for cheering me on. That was a pain. Oh, that's stuck. This is my lower ball joint. I shouldn't do that. My upper ball joint, it ain't as bad, but boot's gone. You can see quite a bit of heat right there. So it needs to be replaced. And then my tie rod end, it needs to be replaced. So what the other bad part is this right here. So this right here, the new ones are bolted on. This is factory. So I've got over 200,000 miles on this, never been changed out. And so I've got to take and cut these, and we're going to drive them off and then use an air hammer, and we're going to hammer that out. And then I'm going to replace my shock here. Ain't no thing. That's my main culprit right there. Got all the life out of that one. It's a bad deal whenever this thing pops out. We don't want that to happen. Got it before then, so that's good. Whew, that's ugly. I feel like I'm tight there. Let's see what happens. Take this off now. Yes, see it? Push that up there. Okay, I got the lower ball joint in. Nice bolts right here. No more rivets, easy to put back in. Next thing I'm gonna do is this shock right here is bad. So I gotta take these 2 bolts out here. I got a bolt up on top and we're gonna drop that shock out. Okay, I got this shock out and it was doing absolutely nothing. All right, well, I got it all put back together. Plus, a lot more sturdy than it was before. So we'll get this wheel put on and I'll go take it for a test ride. It'll be like a brand new truck. Well, the test drive went good. I was happy with that. It's kind of been one of those projects that I've been wanting to get on for quite a while. I think that I did the other side of it back in the winter time, and now I'm just finishing up. So anyways, just mark that one off the list. So let's go over and look at the pool and see how it's coming along. All right, well, I just got a little bit of water left. There's quite a bit of groundwater that's on the back side of the liner that is leaking through some holes down there. So it's kind of slowly going down, but just take some time. God, I love swimming pools. All right, well, we got a lot done today. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me. The day is not over for me, though. I am taking 2 beautiful ladies out on a date tonight. I got Miss Katie and Olivia. Philip, he is off with a buddy on his birthday party, so he's staying the night with him. And so we're gonna go and do some shopping. Katie says Olivia needs some clothes, so yeah. Daddy's got to bring his checkbook tonight. No, it's gonna be fun. We're just enjoy the time that we get to spend together with them. So anyways, thanks for hanging out with me today. Appreciate you guys. Just thanks for your support and your love, and just keep on bringing the videos to you. So hopefully everything's going great in your world, and we will see you on the next one. God bless. We'll see ya.